Good afternoon, this is Colton with Build Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here out in the San Diego Country Estates in Ramona. We like to do these video inspections so we can understand the current condition of the roof, understand the sensitive areas and what has been done to the roof over its lifespan. This is a flat concrete tile roof, very common here in the Estates. This home was built in 85, 89, so this puts that roof or the age of this home at 35 years, around that age, right? There has been an update to this roof. I would say it's been done in the last 6 to 8 years. Very curious. We start here on the edge of the roof and we have the eave of the roof. So we have the overhang, we have the rafter tails right here, we have the shiplap starter board right here. We got our rafter blocks and our soffit vents, and then our fascia board, shadow board right here. Something that's required by code that we can see on the neighbor's house over there is that little black drip edge metal that occurs right there, right off the first, basically shingle right there. Off this first tile, we should see something to divert water off this roof, and a little drip edge metal right here. Interesting that it wasn't done, because there has been new synthetic 50 underlayment put on to this entire roof. You know, looking at that, that's definitely something by code that should have been installed to keep water from off the wood. We get on this roof. This is a flat concrete tile roof, very common. It's usually one of the longer lasting roofs because it cinches together very well and it sheds water efficiently on a steeper slope. The flashings and the vents have been painted and replaced. This is going to be a sensitive section because it's a flatter section. This is a rolled roofing material called torch down. It was probably redone when the roof was redone, and we can see that, you know, over time the sensitive areas are going to be where the granules start to fluff off, and you can see all the cracking that's starting to occur in this section right here. I'm going to be a little bit worried about this cracking, as you know, flat sections are typically the most sensitive. Bunch of mastic right there that is cracking as well, and you know, this would definitely be a sensitive area. But what's happened to this roof is there's been a synthetic 50 underlayment, and I'll actually show you guys the materials right here. This is the felt underlayment that was originally installed on this roof when it was built in the 80s. And then, you know, this material basically was put on top of it. And I'll show you guys some examples. This material is a synthetic 50. It is not ideal underneath tile. Typically, we like to use a peel and stick where it actually peels and adheres to the wood decking and take it down to the wood decking. Now we can see where the replacement tile was put, kind of on this section right here. This is Monier style. But you can see the synthetic right here as the underlayment material. Now, if you look under that first layer, you can actually see the black felt paper still existing underneath it, right? And so when this roof was redone, all the tiles were taken off the roof, and then the existing underlayment from 35 years ago was left in place. You can see a cracked tile right here. We have something that was glued back together. Underneath this little cupola, you can see the synthetic underlayment underneath there. A slip tile right here where you can see where water can get to the synthetic underlayment right here where it's been installed. Moving down, you can see in the section like right here where you can actually see the synthetic underlayment put over the existing felt paper. So there is the 30-year-old felt paper. You can see how it basically deteriorated and it's basically cracking. That's not doing its waterproofing capabilities, so this was put over the top. One could argue that there is, you know, some wood repairs, some cancer spots per se that needed to be replaced, that when you don't take off the existing underlayment, then you don't get access to those. So the roof has been updated. Getting in a little section right here where you can pull back a tile, you can actually see this synthetic right there. You can also see how deteriorated that valley metal is, just from painting, and it might be rusted as well. Hard to tell if that's been replaced. But yes, this is synthetic right here. And then, you know, getting up to this section right here, you can see that the whole roof has this titanium synthetic on top of the existing 30-year-old underlayment. So was this roof done? Yes, it's been completed. Are we missing some building practices that are required by code, like a drip edge? Yes. Should the existing underlayment have been taken off? Yes, that is something that should have happened. You can see it right there. So just put over the top of the existing. It would concern me on this roof.
as the existing underlayment could, you know, when torn off, can expose some wood that needs to be replaced. We'll go ahead and, you know, pass on this inspection video to the potential buyer, and we'll go from there. And we can provide any repairs if necessary. Thank you.